coming up on LA This Week.
I'm Rasha Goel. Up next, what the city and county are doing to protect you from consumer fraud during this coronavirus pandemic.
I'm Anna Marcos. Lots of supermarkets are now having early shopping hours for seniors. Find out more coming up.
She would take her students right across the street here at Franklin and Western into what was the market basket, and they would draw directly from packaging that was there in the store.
Hey everyone, I'm Saida Pagan. Here's what's happening in LA this week. Channel 35 and the City of LA are here to keep you up to date on the latest developments on coronavirus. Mayor Eric Garcetti is holding daily briefings with the latest information for all Angelenos. Video streams are available at lacityview.org/live as well as facebook.com/mayorofla. On the internet, the best resources are publichealth.lacounty.gov and coronavirus.lacity.org. Stay informed, sign up for Notify LA to receive emergency alerts. It's easy. Text your zip code to 888-777 to sign up. Find out more at emergency.lacity.org. Well, City Attorney Mike Feuer and LA District Attorney Jackie Lacey held a press conference to alert residents about a new rash of consumer scams. From price gouging to fake preventive medications, Los Angeles has seen a slew of questionable products and practices spring up overnight. Rasha Goel reports.
We've got this. We are affirmatively out there protecting you. Don't fuel the panic.
LA City Attorney Mike Feuer and District Attorney Jackie Lacey recently announced the creation of a joint coronavirus task force to stop illegal and dangerous practices tied to coronavirus. They are warning Angelenos about misinformation. One recent case involved the Safe Baby Healthy Child website, which sells vitamin supplements and claimed that vitamin C is a, quote, safe and proven treatment that can protect against coronavirus.
There are no approved vaccines, drugs, or supplements of any type currently available to treat and prevent the coronavirus.
We contacted the company, and the company's immediate reaction was to take these claims off of the website. If consumers are duped into thinking that in this case vitamins can protect them from the coronavirus, they might not take important steps that the health experts say are necessary.
The city attorney's office also wants us to be aware of price gouging, where items are sold for more than they normally would be sold for, especially during situations such as the state of an emergency. Officials say price gouging is a crime.
Our office went online, and we purchased on Amazon 2 items that are indicative of the issue we see now. We purchased a half gallon of bleach. That half gallon of bleach cost more than $100. We purchased 2 1-liter containers of hand sanitizer. That acquisition cost $149. If upon receiving these items, we can determine the identity of the third-party seller who offered them, we're going to take legal action.
The city attorney's office also reached out to televangelist Jim Baker, who made claims about silver solution killing strains of coronavirus. And there are other claims under investigation. So what can you do?
Be skeptical of emails claiming to be from the Center for Disease Control or other disease experts. Don't fall for online offers for vaccines or cures for the coronavirus. Check the legitimacy of any group claiming to collect money for victims of coronavirus, and check them through an independent source like the state or federal government or the Better Business Bureau.
If you have been a victim or want to find out more information, call 213-978-8340 or go to lacityattorney.org/consumer complaints.
Here's a bit of good news for all of us hunkering down at home in order to control the spread of coronavirus. The City of LA's free meal program for low-income seniors will continue for those currently enrolled in the program. Here's more from Daniel Kim and Erica Brown from the Department of Aging.
The delivered meals are still running smooth as it possibly can, but just we have a time frame now.
In light of the pandemic, thousands of LA's older adults are now eligible for one free takeout meal every weekday. That's at 18 senior centers throughout Los Angeles City. A quick in and out to help prevent our most vulnerable citizens from getting sick.
We are trying to limit interaction, so we are advising older adults to see if they could have a family or friend or neighbor come and pick up a meal at one of the senior centers.
Unfortunately, this program is only for those seniors currently signed up.
We are getting inundated with new meal requests, so we are working with other partners to possibly expand the meal program. We discourage our older adults from making any non-essential trips, but we still encourage them to go to their doctor's appointments and to see their healthcare provider.
The agency says it's also increasing wellness checks, phone calls to seniors enrolled in their emergency alert program to see if they're okay.
Our homebound, our frail clients, we have over 600 of those clients. We care about them. We're thinking of them every day. We're trying to work hard to still provide the services that they're used to.
Regular activities at senior centers are canceled in light of the pandemic, but food pickups are a go. That's Monday through Friday between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. Call 213-482-7252 to locate the senior center nearest you. If you're not enrolled in the program, call anyway to get on a waiting list. You'll also receive information on food banks and other resources to help us all get through this crisis. Log on to aging.lacity.org for more information.
Being a senior citizen comes with daily challenges, and in this climate of COVID-19 and social distancing, things have gotten even more challenging, particularly with what used to be the simple task of grocery shopping. One Southland grocery store chain led the way in putting our seniors first, Northgate Gonzalez Markets. Anna Marcos reports.
Even before 6 a.m., these senior citizens were already lined up outside the Northgate Market. That is how important safe and healthy shopping is to them, as well as actually finding some food on the shelves. The Northgate Gonzalez Market and its 41 stores were among the first in Southern California to start opening their doors to seniors and disabled shoppers for early morning shopping from 7 to 8 a.m. in the wake of the coronavirus scare. The virus is often fatal to the elderly and those with health problems. At one point, hundreds lined up for the early morning shopping advantage. Why were you the first one here?
Early bird gets the worm.
You have gloves and a mask, too.
You have to protect yourself. You know, a lot of people aren't taking this thing seriously, but this thing is killing people, so you have to protect yourself.
They're honestly the most vulnerable in our community, and we want to be able to help them.
Is it worth it being out here so early to go shopping?
Well, honey, if we're not going to be bumped and pushed. They hit me the other day. I went and with the card, and it started bleeding. So they're panicking.
But there doesn't appear to be too much panic here. Any fears about the coronavirus?
Not at all, none. I'm 66 and I lived through worse.
In fact, there are some lighter moments when shopper Ana Corona tells us her name.
I'm Mexican, so
and Corona?
No, Corona like the virus.
Like the beer.
And the beer.
Meanwhile, the early shopping hour gives seniors plenty of time to squeeze the fruit and look over freshly stocked produce and groceries.
They could come in, the stores are really clean. We're limiting the amount of customers that could come in at a time, so they have that social distancing, and so they can have the time to actually shop, not feel rushed. We wanted to look past just being a grocery store and try to help out our community.
But there is quite a rush for the toilet paper. Within minutes, all that freshly stocked TP is gone. What is it with this toilet paper mania? Now tell us, I see you have toilet paper.
Yes.
Why is toilet paper so important for everybody?
I think just you want to stay clean or you want to clean.
Has that been a problem, toilet paper?
Yes. Yeah, it's been a problem. Right now they don't have any more of that.
And even senior citizens, it turns out, can overdo the shopping a little bit.
Cookies for my children, my grandkids, tostadas for me. I don't know if my daughter needs this, but I got it. I'm seriously.
So are you hoarding now?
Not really.
The senior early shopping hour has caught on at stores throughout LA, and that's a good thing, this store's owner says, as we all try to make sense of life in the time of coronavirus.
We're asking people to just be kind. If you see an elderly person behind you, please allow them to go forward and be in front of you in line. Let them pay before you, get in and out quicker.
And as local supermarkets dedicate time specifically for seniors, LAUSD is looking out for students. The school district is responsible for feeding thousands of low-income children throughout LA, with schools being closed for the next few weeks and social distancing being the mandate. Volunteers and school officials had to come up with a creative new way to get kids fed. The solution? Grab and go.
Normally on an ordinary day, LAUSD serves over 1 million students. Today obviously is not an ordinary day, so we're doing what we can to support our students, our families, our community members by initiating the 60 grab-and-go facilities throughout the Los Angeles Unified School District. They get both breakfast and lunch, and breakfast items include cereals, fruits, milks, things of that nature, and then lunch includes sandwiches and graham crackers and some fruit and drinks as well.
I knew about this event because from the LAUSD, they were making phone calls and letting us know there was going to be free meals for the kids. I think it's a really good idea for the kids because for low-income parents, there's a really good help for the families.
It's our first day out here. It's been an extremely successful day in that the feedback that we've gotten from the community that's coming to get a nutritious meal has been very positive.
Thank you for the support for the families, low-income families.
Senior citizens were designated as a high-risk group early in this outbreak. The second most vulnerable group identified was the homeless. Well, I was at the groundbreaking for the Hope Street Shelter, the newest bridge home in Council District 9, and I had the pleasure of returning for its grand opening. As you'll see here, Hope came to Hope Street not a moment too soon.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Los Angeles Mayor Eric Garcetti and Council Member Curran Price were among the many celebrating the grand opening of the Bringing Hope to Hope Street project. This temporary bridge housing facility is located in the 9th Council District in South LA. It's designed to shelter 100 unhoused men and women from the neighborhood.
Well, we're just so excited about the new Hope on Hope Street, or the Bridge Housing Project.
Inside, elected officials and community activists toured this secure facility, which will be run by Volunteers of America, Los Angeles. Each resident will have a separate cubicle, complete with a personal care bag, a soft pillow, a warm blanket, and storage space.
They're going to be excited. They're excited. We have had tours coming in. They're eager to get in and get started with finding permanent housing.
The Bringing Hope to Hope Street shelter is a much-needed resource in this area. Unhoused Angelinos can be seen on streets near the shelter, looking for help and support.
We know that behind every human struggling with conditions of homelessness, there's a story. You know, they didn't just arrive there. A person who had their heart broken, someone who suffered an unthinkable tragedy, an individual who faced some kind of social injustice.
The City of Los Angeles partnered with a coalition of community members and the county to make this happen. The city was able to lease the land at no cost. Mayor Garcetti says the emphasis will be on finding residents permanent homes.
And we're going to continue to be faster and better from LASA and all of us to making sure that that time period is as quick as possible, because this is a welcoming place. You can bring your pets, you can bring your partners, you can bring your possessions, all those things that kept people out of shelter. The county and the city now have a model that works.
This housing will be available to residents for only about 90 days, but in that time, they'll receive extensive social services support and employment counseling. During this time, case managers will help residents find permanent, affordable housing. They'll also get health services from a St. John's Well Child and Family Center mobile clinic.
My opinion is that it's really good for them to be getting housing because it's hard in the streets. Like, I thought I wouldn't make it out there.
For their efforts, County Supervisor Hilda Solis presented Los Angeles city leaders with a certificate of appreciation. And there is much more to come. By this summer, several similar projects are expected to open. The Dream Center offers free meals. Mayor Garcetti discourages food hoarding, and Universal Pictures releases films online early. All this next on City Beat.
Mayor Eric Garcetti assures LA residents that grocery stores will continue to be stocked during these trying times, so hoarding is not necessary. He mentioned that toilet paper and paper towels will be replenished quickly, but hand sanitizers could take weeks to receive. Starting on March 16th, the Dream Center is providing free meals to LAUSD students from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. The service adheres to the CDC guidelines and precautionary social distancing. For more information on other student and family resources provided by LAUSD, visit achieve.lausd.net/resources. Being stuck at home due to the coronavirus doesn't mean you can't watch the newest movies. Universal Pictures is allowing the streaming of films such as Trolls World Tour and The Invisible Man to allow movie lovers the chance to be entertained while many theaters are being closed. Rentals will be allowed for 48 hours through Comcast and Sky, as well as other services in the U.S.
Residents of San Pedro had a real blast during the 2020 Arbor Day celebration. The community event promised more clean air, more cool shade, more green scenery, all a direct result of planting lots of trees.
Today we're celebrating Arbor Day 2020. It's a celebration where we're planting over 1,200 trees in the community of Wilmington, 150 here at Banning Park, and then the rest throughout the community.
And today we're actually giving away hundreds of fruit and shade trees to plant on private property. So not only are we covering the planting in the public spaces, but we're really encouraging Angelinos to plant trees on their own property and take care of their own trees as well.
And there is nothing that is more forward-thinking and more important for our environment than planting trees. They have multiple benefits, and we do it for the next generation and the generation after that.
So every tree that we plant decreases the urban heat island effect, protects our communities, shades our communities, creates a more walkable city, creates air that we can actually breathe, and sequesters greenhouse gases. They're just so powerful. Trees are key.
Right now there's a lot of contamination in the air, and then they're chopping down trees in different parts of the country, so it's pretty nice that they're giving out trees to the public, because not everyone does that.
We're planting trees in the community that desperately needs it the most. So Council District 15 has one of the lowest tree canopies in the city of LA, and Wilmington specifically is impacted because of the refineries and the Port of LA and other environmental impacts that we have in the community. So having a great tree canopy, probably the most effective and easiest way to fight climate change.
Over in Baldwin Hills was another dirt digging event. The LADWP sponsored a weekend workshop to teach residents how to make your lawn be gone. Take a look.
And there was the feeling between us that people get when they work together, all doing the same job. It was a good feeling.
LADWP offers our customers the opportunity to come to a hands-on workshop where they will learn about how to remove turf from their property. We have a $3 a square foot rebate for customers. One of our customers has offered their home as an outdoor classroom for other LADWP customers to come learn how to install the sustainable landscape.
To get
Well, this is our place, right? This is our home, so we have been working with the city to host the program here, and we've been really happy because, of course, living in LA, we want to make sure we take advantage of the great sunshine, but also deal with the low water situation.
Most customers don't realize this, but between 60 to 70% of the water that's used at their property is going to outdoor irrigation. Removing all of that turf, it'll help lower their water bill, and it'll help to free up water for essential purposes here in the city.
The experience is very wonderful. It's very engaging. I would like to just encourage people to participate in these types of opportunities and get benefits from these learning opportunities for doing the same things for your backyard to save water.
I thought you were going to ask a totally different question, man. I'm sorry.
The LGBT Center South has not been open for very long, but they're all about spreading the love and the information. We stopped by for the location's first South LA Connects event.
Today is South LA Connects. It's our first annual event for the Center South LA. This event is to bring access to social services to the South LA community.
It's a community event that brings together all the different healthcare providers, the Los Angeles LGBT South Center, and a lot of different people that are doing everything from HIV testing, Zumba classes, informational booths with health information about health screenings.
I just got a pamphlet for like mental illness and like the community, and then I got another one for bonnets, so it's like all types of life, walking around trying to connect and stuff.
We reached out to our local partners in the South LA area, specifically SPA 6, the Department of Mental Health, Walgreens, Watts Healthcare, Vienna Star, and several other social service agencies and AIDS service organizations to come together. It's been about a 4 to 6 month planning process to get it up and running in Leimert Park.
Today's event is really about connecting, and those connections give people hope, help them get access to the care that they need, to be a part of the community, to have people that they care about around them, to have a place where they can go that they feel safe, they feel that they're able to receive services effectively, and also that they have a purpose in their life. And this is really all about that.
Even before this temporary new normal, organizations like A Place Called Home and the American Youth Symphony helped kids of South Central Los Angeles connect with each other and the world beyond their block, and they did it through classical music.
We're here at A Place Called Home on the corner of 29th and Central, collaborating with the American Youth Symphony to provide a free concert to the South Central area, a free classical concert.
Really beautiful. The Place Called Home always try or always bring this kind of events for all the community.
The American Youth Symphony thinks that music is part of everyday life and should be part of every community. So we were looking for organizations that were really integrated into their community, and no one gets more community than A Place Called Home. They really have their finger on the pulse of what's going on with their neighbors.
We very much have a passion to expose and provide classical music to this community. You know, we do a great job of listening and interacting with all the other types of music, but we feel that there is a underserved area of classical music that this community should be exposed to.
The things that we saw today, they were so amazing. I mean, the person who, every instrument they do it is really impressive, what they do.
Oh man, A Place Called Home is super happy to be able to make this happen for the community with it, in partnership with the American Youth Symphony, and we are so happy that this is our first collaboration, and we're excited to do more and more for the community, just to build the excitement for classical music.
March is National Women's Month, and it's the perfect time to shine the spotlight on women who have done great things and made the world a better place. The late Los Angeles pop artist Karina Kent, also known as Sister Karina, was one such individual. I visited the Karina Art Center recently and enjoyed a closer look at her timeless artwork. Karina Kent's work was fundamental to the pop art movement of the 1960s. She was a former nun who used her work to begin conversations about important issues of the day: war, inequality, and injustice.
I think with Karina, it comes down to hope, love, and justice.
Although she created thousands of pieces in her lifetime, Karina Kent is perhaps best known for her design of the Love postage stamp. Issued in the 1980s, it sold in the millions. Today, a vast collection of Karina's work is housed at the Karina Art Center on the grounds of the Immaculate Heart Academy in Hollywood. It was here in the 1930s that Karina's career as an artist and teacher began to flourish.
Her mark in art history is again about how do you create dialogue and meet people where they're at.
Karina's affordable, accessible pop art showed an appreciation for letters or typography.
Similar to how an artist who would make a still life with a bowl of fruit, she's using language and the letters.
This significant piece, titled My People, is about the Watts Uprising. It depicts a newspaper cover turned sideways and includes a quote from a civil rights activist.
In some ways it's as if she's reporting the news here in LA, but also creating a dialogue and an opportunity for dialogue around race issues here in Los Angeles at that time.
Karina eventually left the religious order, moved to Boston, and died there in 1986. Today, her art is exhibited all over the world. Visitors and researchers alike come to the Karina Art Center each week, seeking knowledge and inspiration. What does the media say about her?
It's always with a touch of joy.
In her lifetime, Karina Kent was widely recognized and received numerous awards for her artistic expression and advocacy. And curators say they are now seeing renewed interest in her work, especially those pieces that inspire.
We see an influx of visitors who are looking for that sense of hope and that stirring of hope, which we find in Karina's work, and it's so relevant to today's dialogue.
Here at Channel 35, we stay committed to bringing you the best information possible during the COVID-19 outbreak. Remember that you can sign up with Notify LA to receive emergency alerts. To sign up, just text your zip code to 888-777. You can also find reliable information about the resources available from the City of Los Angeles at these websites: publichealth.lacounty.gov, coronavirus.lacity.org, or at emergency.lacity.org. That's it for this edition. I'm Saida Pagan. From all of us here at LA This Week, thanks for joining us. See you next time for more LA This Week.